Welcome to the Learning 2007 video orientation. This, in fact, is being done via YouTube. We thought we'd try a self-produced, simple format for communicating with the over 2,000 attendees coming to Orlando. This will give you just a couple of both pre-event ideas and talk a little bit about the options for you on Sunday, October 21st. First of all, preparing for the event. There are almost 400 different sessions, seminars, activities that will be going on during your time in Orlando. We implore and encourage you to go online and to download what is a large PDF granted, but the entire 92-page guide that contains all of the different choices. We're calling them learning choices. You can download straight from our website, print it out, and work with your colleagues, your supervisor, to talk about what would be the best mix of activities for you to attend in Orlando. Now, for all of our basic conference sessions, you don't have to pre-register. You just go to the sessions that map to your interest. We'd also encourage you to do a quick visit to our Learning Wiki. It is an online compilation of not only all of the sessions, but additional content is being added by some of the faculty. They're even putting up a audio podcast, as well as an opportunity for you and other colleagues to add comments, suggestions, ways you'd like to perhaps steer the discussion and dialogue in the sessions. And the great news is that after each session is completed, the faculty and participants will add additional comments to it. So instead of having to run around to each session to try to get your handouts, all of the content from the entire conference will be online, and by the way, is online for the larger world of learning colleagues. We put all of our content into a Creative Commons open source format. Now, on Sunday, there are a couple of things I want to point out. We had originally been planning to charge people to attend one of 5 or 6 institutes. These are all-day pre-conference institutes. But we've had such a wonderful registration for the conference that we decided to remove the registration fee for the pre-conference institutes as long as you're registered for the event. And so we have institutes for learning leaders, we have ones looking at e-learning and mobile learning, things focused more on your role as a trainer, and we're excited to be able to make that offer. Now, as a result, we're not going to buy you lunch or have lots of breaks there. Those will be on you. But if you're in Orlando starting on Sunday morning, you can take essentially an all-day deep dive institute that normally would have cost about $300. And that's our decision to open that up so the most number of people can get there. And we really appreciate the faculty of these being cooperative and generous with us on that. In addition, one of the things I'd like to point out to you is that there are a number of activities going on Sunday you may want to map to. One of them is orientation, and even if you've been at the event before, you may want to come and there's a 45-minute orientation. It's high energy, it's an opportunity for you to meet some other folks, meet some new colleagues. It's being done by Allison Anderson, a senior learning leader from Intel and a veteran of a number of my conferences. Allison will help you get started in the best way. That goes from 3 to 3:45, and we repeat it again from 5:45 to 6:30. Now, we know that some of you, just because of schedule or family commitments, might not actually get there till later, and in that case, we're going to do a special additional one during breakfast on Monday morning at 7:15. Our actual keynote session starts around 7:30, and you'll want to be there. They're always sort of surprising and fun ways in which we kick off. When you arrive in Orlando, go to the lobby of the Coronado Convention Center and pick up a couple of things. One will be a printed version of the guide, but the other thing, and very importantly, will be your name tag, which is your license to get into all of the events. There'll be a drink ticket for a reception. But we're also going to give you a nice little bag to wear over your shoulder and an audience response device, which you'll literally be able to hang from your belt, and it'll give you an opportunity in many of our sessions to kind of put your comments right in real time up on the screen. The other thing I want to have you start to think about is that this year we're making a major contribution, philanthropic contribution of over $25,000 on your behalf to a group called Malaria No More that is working on how to really deal with the fact that 3,000 people a day around the world die of malaria, and much of it is preventable. So on your behalf, we're going to be buying a mosquito net for each of you that will then be donated to villages in Africa. And we'll be talking about that, and we hope that you and your companies might actually want to dig a little deeper and buy a few more nets that can become part of the learning field support for this very important cause of Malaria No More. Now there's much more I'd like to share with you, but in the spirit of YouTube, we wanted to keep this under 6 minutes. So we'll have a great trip to Orlando. We'll see you when you get there, and I look forward to learning with you around our theme this year, which is that learning changes.